Hi everybody, today's review is going to be a review for Sigma brushes, and I just want to go ahead and start this by saying, yes, I was sent the premium professional kit for free. However, I had these Sigma brushes before and I really like them, so that's one of the reasons why I agreed to go ahead and let them send them to me for review. And I also received these many months ago, so I've had my time to use them all like for personal use, on clients, under like extreme conditions like fashion show where like you're cleaning them every like 2 seconds, backstage kind of stuff like that. So I definitely feel like they've had their fair share of use, and I know like what I like each brush for, etc, etc. So I definitely feel like I can review them fully. So just keep that in mind. Wanted again to tell you guys that because I know people are gonna be like, they sent them. I'm like, okay, yes, they did send them to me for free, but I already liked the brushes before that. So I went ahead and wrote me a really nice card. The handwriting is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know who does that, but that's amazing. So they sent me a little card, which is nice. And then it also has this card, which is included in, I imagine, every kit, which basically goes on to say, you know, congratulations, you have bought our stuff. We recommend cleaning your new brushes with a blush cleanser or mild baby shampoo prior to its first use. Be careful not to wet the wood handle. Basically don't ruin the ferrule. Reshape the bristles after cleaning and lay the brushes flat until they are completely dry. Deep cleaning is recommended once a week. Daily spot cleaning be done with a brush cleaner, blah blah. So it's really cool that they put that in there because I know a lot of people who buy this kind of thing, even though it is saying like professional premium kit, won't know that. So that's nice that they put that in there so that people can make sure their brushes last a long time. So going ahead into this also comes in the kit. This is a little pamphlet to tell you what each brush does, which is really handy because even for me, a couple of these brushes, I'm like, what the fuck am I going to use these for? But then you realize what you use them for. And then on the back, it just says, with 15 new brushes, the premium kit is perfect addition to your Makeup Sigma brush collection. However, there is a typo right there. I'm pretty sure brush doesn't have an E. Pointing that out. The Sigma Makeup Premium Professional Kit contains 7 new face brushes and 8 new eye brushes. All brushes in this kit are unique and highly versatile. Most of these brushes can be used to highlight both the face and eye features. The face brushes are shaped to allow precise application of liquid, powder, and cream products. The eye brushes are engineered for perfect color placement all over the eyelid, crease, upper and lower lash lines, and brow bone. And then it says, pamper yourself, get creative, release your inner makeup artist. Sigma. Head into the brush roll. I'm sure you guys have seen this 100 times, but it's basically just a black brush roll. It has Sigma kind of in it right there. The clasp is a magnetic, one of these things. I don't know what it's called. Another thing, just opening it up. It's hard to show you guys this, but it looks like this. There's a flap on the top that folds over, and your brushes look like that. I think I put them all back in order. I'm pretty sure. They are clean because nothing I hate more than watching videos where people are like, here's my brushes, but I didn't have the 30 seconds it took to clean them before I made this video. Yeah. First one is the large powder brush. It is the F20, which is, again, another typo. It says F30 on here, and it says F20 on the actual brush. Little things like that kind of irritate me when they're not. This is the large powder brush, and it says on here, fluffy and rounded tip, suitable for application of powder products on face and body, and it has natural bristles. So yeah, you can see it's a very large brush. You can definitely get a lot of done with this. I find the best thing for this is powder, loose powder. Again, it's pretty big, but if you want to do just an all-over dusting of someone's main area, like T-zone, like really quick, just I've used this for powder, I've used this for bronzer, just like all over the face in the sort of, you know, E3 motion. I've used this for bronzer on other people. What else? Just clear powder, any powder really, this is good for that. It's definitely really big, so you might want to watch because it will, if you don't, I like putting powder on it, on its side, and then putting it on. I wouldn't really, you know, mix it up because it is so dense, it's a big brush, that you might end up wasting product. yeah, so that's a pretty good brush. I like that one. This is the tapered face. This is the F25. This one, when I first got it, I was kind of like, eh. But I end up using this a lot for highlight. I use this for blush as well. Also use this for contour, although there is another brush that is better in the kit for contour. It actually says on here, it's a large domed brush with tapered tip, ideal for application and blending of powder products, blush, and highlighter. And then this one also has natural bristles. Pretty much everything that it said, I use it for. This one, I feel I don't know, it is a good blush and highlighter brush and contour, although I feel like for smaller, more detailed work, this is a little bit too big. 15, this is the Duro Fiber Powder Blush Brush, and it says medium-sized tapered Duro Fiber brush, widely disperses highly pigmented or mineralized powders, generates a natural look during blush and highlighter application, blend of natural and synthetic bristles. So yeah, this is kind of like every other sort of Duro Fiber brush. I have one from MAC, this one, and this one is a flat top, and this one's more tapered, and I actually really like this. I have used this for liquid, even though it has more taper, because I find it's easier to get around certain areas when it's not flat. I've also used this for cream blush, and it works wonderfully for that as well. Really helps to like apply it and then sort of buff it out. Yeah, I have no complaints about this one. This one, however, more so than any of the other brushes in the kit, even the big ones. They all shed a little bit when you first wash them. That's to be expected, like a couple hairs, no real big deal. This one, however, does shed sort of on daily use, especially when I use it for foundation, which is kind of a pain when you have to sort of, you know, get it out of someone's face, but I do like the coverage and the way that it applies certain products, so I'll deal with that. Powder blush brush, which is the F10. This one says medium round brush with soft and natural bristles, ideal for precise application. Natural bristles, I don't know why it repeats itself. Anyway, this is just your standard, pretty simple blush brush. That's really all I use it for, is for blush. The F35, and this is a smaller tapered brush, so you can see in comparison to the bigger one how small it is. And this is the one that I prefer out of these two, because I can really get into contour, I can do highlight, I can do blush if I want to with this. Do all the things that the big one can do, only more precisely. So I really prefer this. Large concealer, this is the F65. This one I don't use that often. The reason being is that I prefer, when applying cream or concealer products to someone else, to use a smaller, more controlled brush. However, this is a really nice brush. If you find a reason to use this, I suggest it. It's really soft, it's dense. It will definitely get done what you want it to do. If you have like any more bigger areas that you want to cover with concealer, this is really good. However, I don't find myself using this one too often. This one is the one that I really prefer in terms of concealer. This is the just concealer brush, the F75. It reads, slightly pointed tip allows for perfect and precise application of cream products in small and defined areas, and this one is also synthetic. This is the one that I use all the time. This is wonderful for concealer, especially under the eyes, you can do along the side of the nose, any sort of little spot areas, because of the tip on the top, which you can see there. Definitely really nice brush. I've used this even for cream products on the lid because it gets right in there. Wonderful brush. I have like 7 of these if I could. This is one that I really like out of this kit. That I really like is something that I was lusting after for in a different brand, which was MAC. The similar brush to this, I believe, is the 227, which is a very dense, big brush. This is called the large fluff brush. This is the E50. I believe E stands for eye, F stands for face, I imagine. It reads, ideal for applying and blending powder products on the eyes and the face, can be used to apply single shades all over the lid, highlighting cheekbones and to contour face. This one has natural bristles. The main reason, or the main thing that I love about this brush is the fact that you can literally get one color of eyeshadow, boom, done. It saves a lot of time, especially for simple looks. So handy. And the fact that like this is not as expensive as, say, the MAC one, which I think is like 30 bucks or something, which is why I could never justify buying it. I definitely prefer this one. It's really soft, and it does everything that it says to do. I like that one a lot. Is the E25. This is a godsend. Why? Because this brush is so similar, which I can't find, to the MAC 227, which is like universally known as an amazing brush. This is a dupe for it, and it's awesome, and I really don't notice a difference between really either brush. I don't know where my MAC one is. My MAC one is right here. You can see that it's a little bit more tapered, but yeah. So this one I change like equally with the other one. I find no real difference between the two. Use them both, love them both. Yeah. Tapered blending, this is the E35. This one is, I believe, is more like a 222, although I find it more like a 224 from MAC. Again, just big, gets in and blends stuff out. I don't use this that often. I prefer the next one I will show you for blending. I don't use this all that often, and I don't use my 224 that often, so it's a good brush if you like this style of brush where it's more like a long and then rounded, but I prefer something like this one. This one is the E45, and this one is more of a tapered blending brush, similar to the 226 from MAC, which is, I would say, easily my favorite MAC brush. Perfect for blending in the crease, blends everything out, applies color wonderfully. Yeah, so I actually prefer this one. So yeah, those are the two blending brushes. This is the flat definer. This is E15. The only real thing that I use this brush for, you can see that it's really thin and flat. I'll use this for applying eyeshadow because I feel like it mimics like the hair. That makes sense? I hope so. Yeah. This one says, a small, firm, and flat, this unique brush can be used to line the eyes for instant definition, can be used for powder, liquid, or cream products, and it has synthetic bristles. I personally couldn't see lining my eyes with this. The only thing I use it for is to fill in eyebrows when needed. So I don't feel that brush is super necessary, but it comes in handy sometimes. A short shader brush. This one is perfect for applying color underneath the eye, and I use this one all the time for that. Again, I believe there was a MAC brush that is similar to this that I never could justify getting, and it comes in this kit, which is really handy. I know Sigma sort of tries to take themselves away from the MAC sort of dupe, but let's face it, they are MAC dupes, and this one is one that you can definitely buy cheaper than MAC, and it does the same job in my opinion. I don't know if I said this is the E20. A small eyeliner brush, very thin. I have used this for eyeliner, although I do prefer the eyeliner brushes that are bent, so you can really get in and line someone's eye where you can actually see what you're doing. That being said, this is just sort of a standard small eyeliner brush. They're all pretty much the same, let's get honest here. Favorite thing in this though, and my most used brush in this whole entire thing, is the lip brush. This is the L05, and this one you can see comes apart like this, and it's in a little case. I need 20 of these. I want one for my purse, I want several for my kit. I use this all the time. It's the handiest brush ever, and it's a really good lip liner as well. My lip liner brush. It's really precise. Again, it has a rounded tip, so you can really get in there and get everything nice and even. Love that brush. This is my favorite one out of all of them. So yeah, that was the premium kit. And again, I have a couple other Sigma brushes. Again, go through them pretty quickly. They did change the numbers, so I don't know what the numbers are now, but this was the SS252. Again, I use this for powder, like all over the eyelid. Good brush for that. This one is the SS239. Again, not exactly like a 239, but I definitely use it the exact same way. This one is the SS209. I don't use this one that often. Yeah, don't use that one. often. The next one is the SS275. Again, I don't know the new names, but you guys can kind of figure them out. This one, I don't like these brushes at all. Not that it's a bad brush, I just don't like the tapered blending brushes. I find it's too messy, it doesn't really get done what I want it to do. This is the SS219. Again, a pencil brush. I change these all the time with MAC. I don't find any difference between this brush and the MAC one. This is the SS266. I use this for everything. Mostly brow work, and I have used this as a lip liner as well. And then the last one is the SS224, and as mentioned, I don't use 224s that often, so I don't use this a lot. I use the 226 kind of brushes a little bit more. Yeah, so that was my overview of my Sigma brushes. I definitely really like them. I suggest checking them out. They're good for the price. Yes, they are a little bit more than, say, e.l.f. brushes or drugstore brushes, but I feel they're right up there in terms of quality to something like MAC, and obviously much, much cheaper. Which is really handy, especially because, let's face it, I believe this kit, don't quote me, I believe it's like $150, I want to say, on the site. Again, I will correct it down here of how much it is. But put over 15 brushes, that's a really good deal, especially when you're getting a lot of really good face brush, like dense, big face brushes. Because let's be honest, you go to MAC, you're paying $52 for like a kabuki this size, you know, like it's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, so that was my review. I really do like it. I appreciate Sigma for sending them to me because that's really cool. Yeah, so they're good brushes. Like, none of them have ever fallen apart on me. None of them have broken on me, and I've had the older ones for like more than a year, and then I've had the newer ones for a couple months. Yeah, so other than a couple shedding, especially on the Jewel Fiber, the other ones haven't shed on me at all, especially doing it on the face. Everything just that synthetic one does, but oh well. Yeah, so that's it. I do hope you guys enjoy this. This video is hella long, so without boring you any longer, I will say bye, and I do hope you guys enjoy this, and until my next video, I will talk to all you soon.